So this is one of these complex sentences where the entire sentence is underlined. Let's start with the prompt as it's given in A. A has a few problems. First of all, this pronoun it. It's a bit unclear what it refers to. The subject of the first clause is baby, and so naturally that would be what the it would refer to. But of course the baby's not being rated, the vision is being rated. And so this is a problematic pronoun. And also the word or here, or doesn't really create exactly the sense we want. What we want to say is that vision rated 20/50 is vision that would qualify as legally blind and adult. We want to say those two things are the same. Legally blind, if an adult were found with such vision, we want that to be explanatory. We want that to explain or add depth to the 20/50. And the word or doesn't really capture that quite logically. And so for a variety of reasons, A is out. B also has that problematic or word. Notice that the other ones, they do use the pronoun correctly. So as a baby emerges, it's. Clearly it refers to the baby, it refers to the baby. And then B and D don't even bother with the pronoun. Now, with B, we have the same problem. And in fact, the clause at the end, or legally blind as an adult, that is just very awkwardly attached to the rest of the sentence. And it's not clear at all that what we're trying to do is explain 2500 vision. So B is a problem also. C, we have a big grammatical problem. We have a semicolon, and when you have a semicolon, you have to have the structure noun and verb, full independent clause before the semicolon, and a full independent clause after the semicolon. If you have a noun and a verb and then a participial phrase, as you have in C, this is a sentence fragment. This is grammatically incorrect. And so what we have in C is a sentence fragment. So C is out. D, notice, has the semicolon also, but D has noun and verb, noun and verb. So D is looking pretty good. We'll go back to D in a minute. E is just a disaster. And again, I have this theory that sometimes they have trouble thinking of 5 answer choices, so they just create a disaster answer choice for E because they don't know what else to do. E has this horrible worded clause, so let's see. Its rudimentary sense of vision, which would be deemed legally blind for adult, would be rated. So in other words, this phrase, which would be deemed, separates the subject from the verb awkwardly. And also, it makes it entirely unclear the two things we're trying to equate. We're trying to equate the fact that vision rated 2500 would qualify as legally blind for adults. And also, I'll just point out would be deemed is correct. Would deemed, I don't know if this is a misprint in the book, it's what's printed on the page in the book, but that is just completely grammatically incorrect. So E is out. And that leaves D, which is direct, it is free of grammatical error, it is clear, concise, it is sleek, it is by far the best answer choice.